What up, what up, what up, you guys? It's another great video here. This is EBcrypto, family cash machine, and follow the money. And you guys know I'm that guy from Compton. That's the city I'm from, dumb diddy dumb. And I'm coming to you guys live from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. I've been out here for a while, back and forth to the States. I love Dominican. I love the people here. I love the food and the culture here. The women are gorgeous, exotically beautiful. And, you know, I don't talk to every woman I see, of course. I'm just not that guy. But it's great to look at beautiful women. Who doesn't like to look at beautiful women? What woman doesn't like to look at handsome men? I mean, it is what it is. But I like the tropicalness. I'm from California. I like the weather. And things are very cheap here. It's not that expensive to live here. But anyway, the video I'm going to talk about is the bag. How do you accumulate the bag? We're talking about crypto. Cryptocurrency is something that you guys yet to understand. And I'm the first guy out of Compton, California, I guarantee you, doing videos on Bitcoin. Nobody done it before me. I was the first. Like Soulja Boy said, I was the first out of the CPT, Compton, California, check my record, back in 2016-17, talking about Bitcoin online and on YouTube, because I wanted to make sure that my people and average people who know nothing about technology, most of us are not programmers, most of us are not developers. It was a programmable developer language. But it interacts with money and it interacts now with value. And everything is going digital. This video right here is part 2 of Save the Bag. Okay? How do we save the bag? What is the bag I'm talking about? Okay, you hear these stories about people. There's a story of a guy who was a student. And basically what he did, he bought $27 worth of Bitcoin. Let me get going here. He bought $27 worth of Bitcoin as a school project. And this is when Bitcoin first came out. It's a true story of a guy, young guy. And he forgot about it. And then he looked up some years later. I need to turn that way. And his bag was worth $800,000. And you hear these stories all the time of people who bought Bitcoin in its early day, and they looked up and amassed great wealth. Now, I'm going to talk about that bag. Let's talk about that bag, because I'm a guy who had the bag. I had a lot of bags. I had Ripple, which is XRP now. I had 60,000 of those before anybody knew anything about it, okay? We're talking about 2016-17. I had 60,000 coins. And I sold the bag. I sold them before it got to an enormous amount of money. I sold it, you know, I'm not going to say how much, but in my last video, if you watch Save the Bag part 1, this is part 2. And I sold the bag, and I made a lot of money. I'm not going to lie. I spent about $100, and, you know, I didn't make 10,000, but it was over 5,000. Let's put it that way. But let me say this. And I've had 2 or 3 other moves where I sold my bag before they got to the amount of money that they eventually got to. I had one 714 Ethereum at one time, which today will be worth millions of dollars. I had 714 of them when they were $8 or something. And, you know, I accumulated them for $100. And I was trading, somebody was trading for me, and they kept earning me every day 1%, 1%. And I was recruiting people in this particular company and making more money. And I ended up going from $100 to 714 Ethereums. Again, I sold my bag when it got under 10 grand, which $100 to a little less than 10 grand. Hey, I won, yay! But Ethereum went as high as 4,000. You do the math. $4,000 times 714. You do the math. So I sold the bag. So what am I talking about? This is all about this. If you get into crypto right now, crypto is getting crushed. It's so low. And people are, oh my God, cryptocurrency It's down. You're losing. Everybody's losing. You're not losing as long as you hold on to your coins. You're not losing as long as you hold on to your coins. Okay? It's not like the stock market where you have so many coins and then they call you and say, hey, you need to put more money into this. It's a margin call. Crypto doesn't work that way because you actually own those coins. It's not like stocks where you're leveraging a contract that you don't own. So whenever it goes over the amount of money backwards to wherever you decided the direction that you were trading, they want a margin call. It doesn't work like that in crypto. So when the market is low and you're underneath the value of what you spent, don't panic. Hold on to your coins because you still own the coins. Nobody's there forcing you to do a margin call. Now, my message to you guys is this. I want to provoke thought. Okay? Now, let's say you bought right now some Post coin or Post chain or Post X, a coin that's for $100 right now. You can easily get, for Post X, $100, you can probably get a couple million of those coins. For $400 or $500, you can have 50, 60 million coins, okay? Now, let's say the coin goes up to $1. You made $50 million. Whoa! Not so fast. Let's say you bought a coin right now for $100 and you had a billion coins. There's some coins out there with $100 you can buy a billion of them, okay? But if they have no utility, if they have no purpose, if they have no functionality, if they have no usability where nobody's using those coins, then the chances of that coin going up in value is very, very, very uncommon, But if you got a great coin with great functionality and a coin that people are going to use and a technology that people are going to use, and you buy, say, $400 worth right now and sit on it, and you got a billion coins, this is the dilemma. And this is why this video is called Save the Bag. Okay, now if you got a billion coins and that coin slowly goes up, okay, to, say, $1. You got $1 billion, right? No, you don't. You do, but this is the challenge. When your bag of $1 billion coins that you spent $400 on or $500, when that whole bag, when that whole portfolio, okay, I'm trying to talk Ebonic and a language that my people understand, as well as a language that investors understand. We understand the bag. So if you bought $1 billion coins at $400 or $500, and your bag or your portfolio goes up to $50,000, it's a temptation on a lot of people to dump the bag. This is why I'm saying save the bag, because it's very hard for you to sit there and wait until that coin gets to $1 and you got $1 billion. Who's going to do that? Who's going to get to 20 million? Who's going to get to 50 million? Who's going to get to 100 million and struggling on their bills? Who's going to do that? Who's going to do that? So these stories that you hear about people going from, I spent $200 and now I'm a millionaire. These people either forgot about their bag, or they lost their keys to their wallet and then remembered it, or the price just, boom, just automatically shot up real fast to where they didn't have time to do anything, to react or to think. So my thing to you, my message to you guys, and I'm going into a mall, so it's an underground tunnel here. My message to you guys is save your bag. Nobody's going to sit there and have 20 and 40 and $50 million worth of coins, and they're going to wait until that coin gets to $1 billion bag. Nobody's going to do that. So those stories that you hear about people automatically waking up overnight and they're millionaires in crypto, it's because they forgot about it, or the price shot up so fast they didn't have time to react. I'm telling you guys, that's a rare story. Save the bag means, okay, if you got $1 billion coins and all of a sudden your bag goes up and your whole portfolio is worth 100,000, take 20,000. Leave your bag. Do not disrupt your whole bag. keep the rest of it in your crypto. So then all of a sudden, bam, now that 40,000 change, or that 100,000 changes into, you took 20,000. Now that 80,000 goes up and changes to $1 million. Take 200,000. Take 200,000. Okay, always pay yourself, but never relinquish your bag. Always save your bag. That's what this video is about. My whole message today is, who's going to sit there and wait? Who's going to sit there and wait? Who's going to sit there and wait and while they got 20 and 30 and 40 and $50 million, you're going to sit there and just let it build up to millions and millions and millions, and you're struggling on your bills? That's unrealistic. That's not going to happen. The only way that you're going to spend $200 or $300 and you look up and you got a couple million the next day is that the value shot up so fast you didn't have time to react, or you forgot about it and you came back to it when the price was at millions of dollars. So my message to you guys, because I've been through this, I've done it, I made the mistakes, so you don't have to. So when you buy a huge bag, a bunch of coins, a lot of different coins, if you got a lot of coins, if you're a person out there that have several different cryptocurrencies, as the value goes up, just take a little profit and keep the rest of it to grow, because you don't know what it's going to grow to, and you're not going to be patient enough. And most of us are not in positions to just let millions of dollars sit, you know, and so, or let it grow to millions of dollars. Most of us don't have that kind of patience, and most of us don't have that kind of financial liberty. We don't have that much cushion, so we're depending on these investments. So again, my message today is, if you're sitting on billions of different cryptocurrencies, just remember, if you got 1 billion coins and a coin go to 25 cents, you got $250 million. Who's going to sit there and watch $250 million and not take some profits? That's not realistic. It's just not, you know. And most of us, like I said, when you get to a point where you spent $100, or say you spent $500, and then your whole portfolio goes up to $50,000, most of us just dump the whole bag, and then later on you regret it, because that amount of coins that you had could have ended up being millions of dollars for you and your family. So my message again today is, save the bag. Do not relinquish all your coins. Take some profits, wet your whistle, wet your beak, get some of the monkey off your back, but save the bag. That's the message from EBcrypto, Family Cash Machine, Eric Brent. Follow the money, follow the money. Straight out of Compton, city where I'm from, dumb diddy dumb. See you guys on the next video. Peace.